If you keep losing and losing, then the next one should finally be a win, right? That is the gambler's fallacy. But if you keep winning and winning, then maybe the next one will also be a win. That is the hot hand effect. These two ideas are complete opposites, but they often show up together in real life. So how does that happen? In 2004, researchers tested this with a simple roulette-style game. They brought in a group of college students and asked them to guess whether the next result would be red or blue, then read how confident they felt about that guess. The result was interesting. When one color kept coming up, the students became less likely to guess that same color again. That is the gambler's fallacy. But if they had guessed correctly several times in a row, their confidence went up and they felt more likely to get the next one right too. That is the hot hand effect. And that is the weird part. The wheel landing on red or blue and the person guessing red or wrong were both random. In theory, both should be 50-50. But people reacted to them very differently. Looking at the wheel, they felt like this has to turn around now. But looking at their performance, they felt like, oh, I'm on a roll right now. So the researchers started to wonder if the issue was not simply that people do not understand randomness. Maybe we shift into different judgment patterns depending on what the situation seems like. To test that, they ran a second experiment. This time, they showed people strings of meaningless symbols and asked whether the patterns looked more like human performance, like a tennis player making or missing serves, or more like machine output. The result was clear. If a sequence had lots of repetition and felt like a streak, people were more likely to say it looked human. But if it switched back and forth a lot, people were more likely to say it looked machine-generated. So we use past experience to make sense of what we see. When something looks machine-made, we are more likely to fall into gambler's fallacy thinking. When it looks like human performance, we are more likely to believe in the hot hand. The next time you are dealing with things like lotteries or short-term decisions, it may help to pause and think twice before letting your first instinct take over.